Things are looking up. Once again, we have something exciting coming our way in the skies above. Actually, there is always something to catch your imagination and cause intrigue. Unlike the solar eclipse of April 8th, which was timed to an exact moment, this event will just happen sometime this year. I hope we all don't get a crick in our necks while waiting. So get ready to see something new in the night sky. A nova, a giant stellar explosion, is expected in the star system T Coronae Borealis, TCRB, also known as the Blaze Star, sometime between now and the end of the year, likely creating what will look like a new star about as bright as the North Star. It will go from this to this. The star, actually a binary star system comprising a white dwarf and a red giant, is for the most part not visible from Earth without the aid of a telescope. Lying 3,000 years away from Earth, the white dwarf's gravity slowly pulls away material from the red giant. As the red giant expands, it engulfs the white dwarf in hydrogen gas, which eventually gets hot enough to undergo a nuclear fusion reaction and briefly gets more than 500 times brighter, eventually producing a once-in-a-lifetime, or twice if you're really lucky, event. This happens around every 80 years or so. We know this because of observations in 1866 and 1946 when the star system T Coronae Borealis brightened several thousand-fold and became visible to the naked eye. The star appeared almost as brightly in the sky as our North Star Polaris. But just to clarify, a nova isn't super. I'm sure it is still a really super thing to observe, but a nova is much smaller stellar explosion than a supernova. Here's an image of a thermonuclear explosion on the surface of a white dwarf star known as a nova. Novae, the plural of nova, are also much less rare. The last nova to happen in the Milky Way was in 2022. I couldn't find an image of it, but I did find this one from 2013. Nova Centauri 2013 as seen with the naked eye near La Silla Observatory. We haven't seen a supernova in our galaxy since 1604. The Blaze Star Nova may have been observed in December 1787. Reverend Francis Woolston observed and documented a star in T Coronae Borealis' position, likely to be the Blaze Star going nova. Here's the star mapping of the 1787 sighting. We may also have a far older description of the star going all the way back to 13th century Bavaria. Bradley Schaefer, professor emeritus at Louisiana State University's Department of Physics and Astronomy, wrote in a 2023 paper published in the Journal for the History of Astronomy that the 1217 event has an eyewitness report written by Abbot Burchard of Upsburg as a fast-writing stellar point source in T Coronae Borealis that, quote, shone with great light, lasted for many days, and was ascribed as being a wonderful sign. And here's a map of one way to find the Blaze Star, and here is another one borrowed from Kurt's newspaper article. So there she blows, or soon she will. We just can't pinpoint when. I'm excited to see the Blaze Star go boom, whether live through a telescope or just vicariously through the internet, even if it is not, quote, super.